On this episode of Bombs Away, we tell you how we're completely overwhelmed by trying to produce a music video with actual pro wrestlers while we try to play 12 cities in the next 5 weeks.
Because, you know, there's only 2 of us.
It's the May 24 episode of Bombs Away. We are currently $2,000 in the hole and in the throes of production and all the logistics for our latest music video. We love our music videos and we put a ton of time and effort and resources into them because we want them to hold up to repeat views. Like you go back and watch them and you see something new every time. And what we usually do is we don't talk about them and then out of nowhere we say, look, a new music video, but that's not the spirit of Bombs Away. We want to let you know what's going on with us at any given time. The only thing we've been thinking about for the last month and for the next month is going to be the music video and shows, and that's it. So this music video is going to be for the song Get the Experience. It's going to be set in the late 80s, early 90s in like a pro wrestling territory, in a TV studio in one of those television shows where we're trying to play and this big burly mean tag team tries to stop us from doing so, and strange and kind of funny, crazy things kind of end up going down. And so we have a lot of things to think about in this. Everything that you see, we have to figure out, from the creative to the production to the edit, absolutely everything. Everything on screen is just...
We do it.
Again, the 2 of us here. And that starts with casting, which we're very excited about. We're cast. We have an awesome cast for it. We decided that we were going to get real pro wrestlers for it because we love pro wrestling. We want to show a lot of respect to it because they do something that's really special. In the same way that if somebody was casting a movie and they were like, we need a band, I hope they pick an actual band because that shows that kind of respect and love. And the first person that we selected, we heard from a lot of people, by the way, but we ended up going with some wrestler-sized wrestlers because it's going to make the video pretty great. And the first is from the National Wrestling Alliance and Impact Wrestling. It's Jeremiah Plunkett. We've seen him on TV. You can see him here from this beautiful artist rendering of this. We've seen him on TV. Always really liked his work. Old school guy, hard working, just, you know, like a wrestler's wrestler. Really like Jeremiah. Excited there. And so once we had him on board, we had to find somebody who would match him tag team wise. So like, you know, he's the old school technician, so we needed a brawler about the same size. And so from Wisconsin, I'd say he's the best brawler in the Midwest. It's Jay Cross. Jay Cross, a big tough dude. Another artist render. You could see why we've tagged them together at this point, right? Very excited to be working with both Jay and Jeremiah on this, who are both fantastic pro wrestlers. And they have a slime ball manager. That slime ball manager used to work in the Indies in the early 2000s under DJ Lukewarm. He's fantastic. And we have somebody who's a grip, who's Matt Hatter, who's working in as well, also a wrestler. The referee, everybody wants to know who's the person from the WWE. That would be Jack Doan, which is exciting because we saw him on so many things when we were watching. I think he was reffing from like 95 to 2013 or some big long chunk of time. And so it's them. And so now we're figuring out all the logistics that go on, right? Like, what size of this are you? Like, how are we going to get in here? Here's the story. Dietary preferences, because we did agree to feed them, but that is something we'll figure out next week, and that is next week Nancy and Kitty's problem. We also have to crew this thing, and fortunately we get to work with our favorite camera operator, Josh Group, who is the camera operator for I Keep Trying to Fix Bad with Worse and Business Deal, but we also have to figure out a PA or 3 and then some grips and some other things, and they also have dietary preferences, but whose problem is that?
That is next week's problem.
That's next week us problem. And then to make our life even more difficult, we decided that we were going to shoot this on Super VHS, as that was the prevailing format at the time, especially for like a territory, right? And so what we did is we had this camera restored, which is a Panasonic AG456 by our friend Mike in California.
Thanks, Mike.
And it's a big, beefy kind of broadcast camera, so it has that look to it. And things were going great, as I often say, until we tried to put one of these in it, which is a T120, 120-minute tape, and then it ground to a screeching halt because it can't handle the size of the reel that's in here, because that's the take-up that's on it.
You can't handle the reel.
You can't, so we had to track down some, well, not this now. We had to track down some T60s and T30s from different sellers in the hopes they get here on time. And we got batteries batteries for it. Ordered 4, and 3 of them charged great and worked awesome, and 1 of them exploded while we were charging it, which is great. Then we had to track down a dolly. If you're wondering what that is, it's the look of studio things with big casters on it to make sure that it fit our 30-year-old tripod. In addition to that, we had to have a Fresnel light, and then we have to figure out how to convert things and get it from composite or Super VHS to SDI and all sorts of other things, and have things like gaffer tape. I didn't order gaffer tape. There's only 2 of us.
Well, at least the setting and the staging is going well. I mean, we are filming it in a TV studio.
It is.
Which is cool because it'll look like a TV studio, which it's supposed to. So, I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
I do have to make a giant logo still and figure out how to hang it, but...
You got this.
Yeah, that's fine.
You got this.
Yeah.
Tell them about costumes.
Costumes. I mean, costumes are cool. Like,
Costumes are cool.
we already tracked down some, like, authentic pieces, like these Zubaz pants behind me.
It's a real Zubaz.
Oh, and this sweet leather fanny pack. Check that out. Wow.
Keep your gimmicks in there.
Yeah.
How about these? Looking like a real tag team with our
Yeah, you know,
blazers.
we tracked down these fabulous little numbers, these leather blazers. You know, so that's fun. Oh, and I got these sweet corny glasses. Oh, yeah. Check that out. Can't wait.
and the vests, right? Which are...
Yeah, the vests, I still have a lot of work to do getting those done, and I still have to make like a
Look at this material.
little logo for the ref shirts.
And the hoods.
And we did change our mind about the masks, so we have to hope that the new color comes in, and so that I have time to like fix the outside to it and like.
I will be hitting refresh on the tracking page starting Monday.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like the vests need to get finished, and then I hope that they fit at that point. I mean, I think they will.
Yeah.
Because they're a vest, but. You know.
We're doing great on props.
Yeah, you know, okay. We tracked down a vintage microphone so that it will look old school, which is great. I did get the racket finished.
Oh, yeah.
So that's cool. I hope it holds up to like repeated, you know, wax, but
Yeah.
yeah, but that's cool.
But the belts.
We did order belts.
Real
Like,
championship
Real
belts.
championship belts.
5.5 pounds these things are.
They said they would be here on time, but I don't know. Sometimes like I lose sleep thinking that they're not going to be here on time. But it doesn't matter because I still haven't gotten the like rolling cart, like the thing that we're gonna put the belts on.
And the food.
If they even come, I mean, if the belts even come, they need to go on this
food.
rolling cart, and I need to like
Food.
figure out how to track this. Oh my gosh,
food.
it may or may not be here because there's only 2 of us.
We got new stickers. They're black and purple. They stick to things. You can get them at thexbombers.com, at a live show. This is all the merch we can handle being new this month.
Yeah, I mean, we would have more merch, but you know, there's only 2 of us.
At least with all the chaos of the music video going on, we've got some awesome shows to look forward to, including our only Milwaukee show of the year.
We probably didn't promote enough.
Well, we get to go play our friend Val's birthday party at Val's place. Val's rules!
Oh, we didn't get her anything.
Later in the month, we get to go on a great Wisconsin run, including returns to the Mill and Bullquarian.
Man, we're gonna have to bribe the weather hard.
Well, and then we get to go back to a couple places that we really love. An overdue return to Miskatonic and St. Louis for the first time in over a year.
Did I send posters?
We get to play a couple new places, including Blue Island Beer Company and Springfield Beer in Jacksonville.
Oh, I definitely didn't. Should I make a new one?
Well, you can make a new one for the big event we've got in the middle of June. For the first time ever, Charleston, Illinois is going to be celebrating Pride, and we're going to be playing it.
There's only 2 of us.
And sometimes the 2 of us even make music. On Friday, May 10th, we make our return to Hickory Creek Brewing in New Lenox, Illinois, underneath our favorite giant submarine. These are always such fun shows with great people, great beer, and an impressive pinball machine selection to go with our musical antics. No cover, music 6:30 to 9:30. On Saturday, May 11th, we play our only Milwaukee show for 2024 at the High Dive with Floor Model. We love seeing our Milwaukee friends. If you decide to take the trip, you'll get to see us just rip out 40 minutes of things from our next record. Music at 9-ish. On Friday, May 17th, we return to Val's place in Dixon, Illinois to play our dear friend Val's actual birthday. This should be a blast. We love Val. Come to this show as we're going to be filming our music video the 2 days afterward and need your positivity to get us through. No cover, music 8 to 11. On Thursday, May 23rd, we return to the Mill in Paoli, Wisconsin, which is this amazing outdoor space with an excellent brewery called Hop Garden, in addition to a restaurant and cocktail bar. It is a beautiful, idyllic space that must be experienced. No cover, outdoors, music 5 to 8. On Friday, May 24th, we make our debut at the Hop Garden in Evansville, Wisconsin, in a really cool space. It's so great that we get to play the 2 Hop Garden locations in one weekend. No cover, music 5 to 8. On Saturday, May 25th, we make our return to our beloved Bullquarian Brewhouse in Monroe, Wisconsin to move and groove on our favorite tiny stage at a place with amazing people, drinks, and food. Bullquarian is one of our favorite places to play. Make the trip. No cover, music 5:30 to 8:30. On Friday, May 31st, we make our debut at Springfield Beer Company in Jacksonville, Illinois, in a place that promises to be a good time. No cover, music 6 to 9. On Saturday, June 1st, we make our very overdue return to Miskatonic Brewing in Darien, Illinois. You really should come experience a night at Miskatonic with us, as things just get fun and wild in a very respectable way. Grab a Vox Pilsner and don't miss the moment. Music 6 to 9. On Saturday, June 8th, we make our return to Alpha Brewing in St. Louis, Missouri. It's our first time back in about a year and a half, and Alpha is this neat little place to have a fruit-flavored beer, food, and catch our set. No cover, music 4 to 7. On Friday, June 14th, we make our debut at Blue Island Beer Company in Blue Island, Illinois. And we're very excited about this one, as we've been told by so many of you that we need to be playing there, and now we are. Special thanks to Brandon at Blue Island Radio for giving us the thumbs up. No cover, music 7 to 10. And on Saturday, June 15th, we play the first ever celebration of Pride in Charleston, Illinois, as we play our only 2024 show at the Uptowner. This will be the big one with outfit contests and 3 burning sets. We play outside and all ages are welcome. Come dressed awesome. No cover, music 7 to 10 p.m. And if you really want to support our music and our message, buy a record, a shirt, a CD, or other rad small item at thexbombers.com. Or scroll down a bit and put any amount into our tip jar. And if none of this is enough and you decide that you're tired of a vanilla existence and want to completely devote yourself to the X-Bombers and our message of dark psychedelic love, travel to all our shows within a 2-hour radius, hold the doors, and insist on working our merch table. Then at the end of the night, make sure that we have honey-sweetened coffee and sparkling water before we leave. Then, after several months of devotion and complicated tests and rituals, make the formal request to expand our message and music in an official part-time position. Begin by working remotely through canvassing the internet and social media with all of our happenings. Then realize that social media is merely a pizza-scented cardboard box and that you need actual pizza and buy a house in our neighborhood in Charleston, Illinois. Work directly for us while learning radical artistic self-reliance. Our victories become your victories as you find purpose in a life of music, urban homesteading, and making visual art. Upon passing the most complicated test that we cannot describe, including the night of 100 candles, bring others from around the world to become X-Bombers devotees until we take over the entire area, turning Charleston, Illinois into a paradise co-op of artists, scientists, and beautiful weirdos.
And maybe then there will be more than 2 of us!